Ladies and gentlemen, another day is here, and yet again, another lie from Call of Duty Activision has been exposed. I mean, are we even surprised? Are we even questioning what's going on? Do we even have a reaction when we see news like this anymore in the Call of Duty community? I don't even think that we even give a fuck anymore, because it seems like it's the normal way of life in the Call of Duty community nowadays. Holy hell. You guys know that my biggest complaint with Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty in general for the past few years has been the servers. You guys know I would rather play a terrible Call of Duty. We can choose whatever Call of Duty you want. Whatever you think is the worst Call of Duty, let me know in the comment section below. We can choose that Call of Duty and put the best servers imaginable. I would rather play that than the best, most prime Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 for example, with the servers that we have right now. Because I don't care how good the Omni movement is. I don't care how good the gunplay is. I don't care how good the overall feeling of the game is. If you cannot have good servers, the game is fucking unplayable. And every single one of you watching this video right now knows what I'm talking about, and that is literally why I am playing Call of Duty MW3, because it just feels smooth. I don't skip. Once in a while I might get packet burst, but it's not even close, I swear to God. It is not even close to the amount I get on Black Ops 6. It just feels better on Modern Warfare 3. But real quick, ladies and gentlemen, before we expose more of Call of Duty Activision's lies, which seems like every single day there's just more and more that keeps on getting exposed, if you guys are having terrible server experience, if you just overall feel like the game just feels clunky, it's skipping, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right for a Call of Duty game in 2025, smash that fucking like button and comment down below, is it every game? Because I'm telling you, I'm not even joking with you. I could be in the firing range, I could be in zombies, I could be in my own private match. I am lagging my fucking ass off. And no, it's not me, I promise you. So make sure you guys smash that fucking like button. I want to see how many of you are experiencing this. If it's just me, I have no idea, because this is a fucking problem. But let's get into the good stuff. I want to pull a little clip from NeuroCinema's recent video. I'm going to make sure I put his channel in the description below. I'm going to put the original video down below as well. Go hit that like button on his video. This guy is fucking unbelievable. Make sure you go subscribe to him, but he literally just exposes Activision's lies to where they said ping is king, right? Ping is the first thing they look for when it comes to matchmaking, not the skill of the person, none of that bullshit. This clip literally shows you as to how Activision is just lying to the Call of Duty community. Check this one out.
And then when you go back to a game like Cold War, or a game like Modern Warfare 3, or any of the other COD titles, it really goes to show that the maps in Black Ops 6 are one of the worst aspects of the game. You have those tiny maps, you have those horrible spawns, and you have the terrible servers. What a recipe for disaster. And speaking of those servers, I saw this thread today, so let's just go ahead and get into it, because this is actually pretty freaking mind-blowing. This was a Reddit thread by a user named Teamy, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's spelled with letters and whatnot, but regardless, in there, they call out Activision for actively lying to their player base when it comes to our connection quality. You guys may remember the white pages they gave us where they go through and they talk about skill-based matchmaking, and they say that connection and ping being king, is the #1 factor when it comes to the matchmaking within the COD franchise. Like, connection is always their top priority apparently, and right then and there we all knew that was going to be a lie. But using his NetDuma router, Teamy here was able to go through and show just how bad the connectivity can be within Black Ops 6. So he's from New York, and he and his wife like to play games together after they get home from work, and oftentimes they like to play with a friend of theirs that lives in Pennsylvania. The crazy part about this is I'm also from Pennsylvania, and I did used to use a NetDuma router, and I experienced a lot of these same problems last year that they are currently facing this year. But what Teamy did is he recorded 51 games that they played this week on Black Ops 6, and they tracked, using their NetDuma router, what servers Call of Duty would connect them to. Here's a map of the dedicated server locations within the United States, and once again, they're from New York and playing with a friend from Pennsylvania. Very clearly, these are East Coast people who should only be connecting to the East Coast servers. Well, in 4 of their 51 games, roughly 8% of the time, they actually connected to their home server within New York. In 31 of their games, they would be connected to the Midwest Chicago server, which happened to me all the time back during Modern Warfare 3, by the way. In 13 of their games, they were connected to the Southeast Atlanta server, which he and a bunch of people in the comments of that thread claim is like one of the worst servers in the country. In 3 of his matches, they connected the servers near Dallas, Texas. Like, what the hell? These guys are from New York and Pennsylvania. Why are they connecting to Texas if it's just them, right? And to quickly run over the numbers here, of the 51 games that they played this week, only 8% of the time would they connect to their home server as players from New York. 61% of the time, they would connect to the Midwest servers. 25% of the time, they would connect to the Southeast servers down in Atlanta. And 6% of the time, they would connect to Texas. Like, what is actually happening here? To visualize this, they live roughly roughly here. I don't know where they live or anything, obviously, but I just picked like right there in the middle between New York and Pennsylvania. And instead of putting them on this server, which is right here, Call of Duty instead thinks it's best to put them over here, and down here. Like, how in the world can Activision claim that ping is king when you live right next to one of the biggest servers in the country and they connect to you on average halfway across the country as often as they connect you to your actual home server? They live in New York. Why are they being connected to Texas? Why are over half their matches taking place on the Chicago servers if ping is truly king here within the Call of Duty franchise? It's quite clear what's happening here. Skill-based matchmaking or engagement-optimized matchmaking, whatever you want to call it, it's basically the same concept, is connecting them halfway across the country so that they can face players of an equal skill level, and the same thing is happening to each and every one of you as well. The reason why the game feels so bad from a stability and connection standpoint is we are bouncing around servers to match us with people of equal skill instead of just putting us on the nearest server where we would have the best connection to the game possible. One match we might be playing in Chicago, next match we're in Texas, next match after that we're down in Miami, after that for some reason we're over in Dublin, then we're in South America, then we're back up to North America. Like, do you guys see what I'm trying to say here? That is likely one of the reasons why COD feels so bad. There's no consistency to the servers that we're joining, and as a result, you get these wildly different gameplay experiences where sometimes it might feel kind of good, and I'm sure you guys have had that. Like, let's not act like Black Ops 6 is completely irredeemable. Like, you guys know, like, we have those good matches every now and then. The connection feels good, your shot feels on, like, the hit detection and server stability, like, all that just seems on point sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes the game feels really damn good, but most of the time, it doesn't. Most of the time, you're kind of just, like, in the middle somewhere, and every now and then, you have horrible, horrible matches where you're just lagging around constantly and everything feels terrible. The thing that really gets me is that the in-game ping meter essentially is just lying to us. Like, we've all experienced it. I've seen countless clips online, but you'll be stuttering around the map, you'll be rubber banding like crazy, and for me, a lot of the time it just feels like there are two magnets on either end of my character that are kind of just tugging me in one direction or the other. It's like the servers can't keep up with the inputs that I'm putting into the game. It just feels really freaking bad, but then you look at your latency and the game's like, nah, King, you're at 30 ms, trust, just believe us here. The servers in this year's game somehow seem to be worse than before. They track absolutely everything about your skill-based matchmaking data, but they can't bother to invest in better servers for the game to run on. It doesn't make sense to me, and I won't lie to you guys, that's one of the biggest reasons why Black Ops 6 fell off for me personally, and I'm sure the same thing is true for many of you out there as well.
So I don't know where you guys are located, okay? You can let me know if your nearest server location in the comments below, but I am literally located in Chicago. There is a server for Call of Duty located in Chicago. Yet somehow, some way, every single game, it seems like I have high ping. It seems like I'm skipping. It seems like I have packet burst. Seems like I have some of the worst connection because, of course, skill-based matchmaking is the main thing they are focused on when it comes to matchmaking. It is not ping because, as you guys saw with those 51 matches that they played at their home server location, they only got 8% of that New York server. The rest of it was Chicago, Atlanta, and Texas. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, server's the main fucking thing we focus on. Get the fuck out of my face, Activision, you dog shit fucks. It is just another lie. It continues to be lies. And everybody here knows that these people are liars. And this is what makes it worse. I could be playing with my boy K2, Zoe, and Zentisi. 3 other people, including me, and that makes a 4-man party. All 4 of us live within 10 minutes of each other in the Chicagoland area, yet almost every single game, we do not get the Chicago server. How does that make sense? If ping is the main thing they are focused on when it comes to matchmaking, how will we not mainly gain the Chicago server? What do you think that mainly because we all live by each other, we all live in Chicago, we all literally live right by this server, we should get this server almost every single match so we enjoy our experience? Fuck no, that's not how it is. They don't want that ping connection to be good. They want to make sure that you don't fuck up little Timmy's day so he doesn't get off the game. He can still go to the Call of Duty store, steal his mom and dad's credit card, buy another fucking bundle, make them more money. So what they do is they put you on a Texas server or a New York server. They make it so your connection is dog shit so they can pair you up with another 3KD demon on the other team and you guys are just bailing out and both not enjoying your experience because it's fucking pubs. It's not ranked. Nobody wants to sweat like that 24/7. We want the old Call of Duty way back to where all the lobbies are just natural. If you get a crazy ass lobby, you get a crazy ass lobby. If you get a bad lobby, you got lucky and you got a bad lobby. But back in the day, the majority of the time, it was good players, average players, all mixed together because there was no skill-based matchmaking. It was all based on ping. And whoever was just the best was the best. It is what it is. But here's another issue that NeuroCinema talked about within his video. I'm going to show you guys a clip right now. You are watching TP play in Warzone, okay? I want you guys to look at the top left if you guys can see it. He has 37 ping. 37, okay? Not the best, but it is definitely not the worst. You should still be able to play a Call of Duty game on 37 ping. Well, you can obviously tell that's not 37 ping. This guy is lagging his ass off. He is rubber banding all over the fucking map. It is not 37 ping, which just shows to you, just like NeuroCinema showed in his video clip, the thing at the top left that says your ping is not accurate. It's all bullshit. It continues to be bullshit. And Activision, in my just experience, just knowing how they run as a company, I feel like they do this on purpose just so they can kind of say, no, you got, it's just, fuck you. It is just an absolute joke, but I have said this so many times with Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and with MW3. If there are good servers, whenever you have good server connection, the game is so fucking enjoyable. It's so fun to play. It's actually addicting with both of these Call of Duties. I could give two fucks about the cheaters. I'd rather them invest in the servers first before the anti-cheat, because if I want to get away from cheaters, I don't play Warzone ranked, I don't play multiplayer ranked, I just play pubs, and I've only faced one cheater in a public match, which is okay. I played hundreds and hundreds of matches. So there is at least a way to get away from cheaters, but there is no way to get around the terrible servers, because their servers are dog shit, and their skill-based matchmaking algorithm is the one that is putting you into these connected servers that are like halfway across the country. You can't do anything about it. Absolutely nothing. All I know is the lies just keep coming out more and more and more. It seems like every single day there's something new, even though all of us mostly knew about this, but we have to just keep on putting the fucking hammer down and roasting the fuck out of these weirdos at Activision. I'm at the point where I don't even think that they work at Activision. I literally think that they just get there at their desk, they sit on their fat fucking ass, they're not playing the game. They definitely don't play Call of Duty because they are not fucking Call of Duty players, I'll tell you that. They probably just log into whatever AI website, whatever AI program they are using, type in, make me this type of operator, that this or that, and then they just post it, and therefore they make their money in the Call of Duty store. Because we all know they're not doing updates. Their little last update did fucking nothing to Call of Duty multiplayer. What an absolute joke. I don't know, man. It's very sad to see what's going on as a diehard Call of Duty fan. I just got to keep calling these guys out because it's not the same Activision that made the prime Call of Duties, the good Call of Duty. It's not the same at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys having a good server experience? Are you having a good skill-based matchmaking experience? Let me know. I would love to hear it from every single one of you. But again, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications if you have not already. You guys know we post a video just about every single day. I try my best to. It's really, really hard with how, oh god, this shit gets me frustrated. But make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch. Follow my Twitter. As you guys know, I'm always on Twitter. I love roasting Activision on Twitter. It's always some good stuff over there as well. Other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm out there if you're in Chicago. I'm out of this bitch. Lick this taint. Peace.